Morning, kiddos. Well, one of these days I'm gonna show up with this all like combed up and make it look like I'm a mountain man that came down and decided to do some subbing. Um, you've only got one more month of the beard. Hair will go a little bit longer. Okay, today we're gonna work again. We've struggled a bit with pronouns and objects and deciding if they're subjects, if they're possessives. So we're going to work on 4 assignments out of the grammar book. It's kind of I want to say it's a massively long assignment, um, but it's not the shortest. So you need to pay attention to Mr. Shornack. So you're going to fold your paper hot dog style, and you're going to work on front to back. You're going to have a part 1 that's on page 55 of the Language Network book. Part 2 is on page 57. Well, part 1's on 55 and 56, but part 3 is on page 60, and part 3 has 2 parts to it. I'll show you. And part 4 is about possessives, whether the pronoun that you're using, is it a possessive or is it a contraction? So let me go into Schoolology, and I'll show you the pages. Again, this is for you guys who are absent or not doing it, didn't get it done in class. We're going to play a little Jeopardy, but then I want to give you guys most of the hour to get this done. So here's a chart, which I'm going to put a chart up on Schoolology. It's basically up the whole day. You guys are going to be working with just these pronouns. We're going to do part 1 together. So everyone's going to get, you're going to make me count. These are all going to be worth half points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Everyone's going to get 10 out of, I don't know how many points, because we're going to do part 1 together. Shut up, Tige. Yes, sir. So you're going to list like the personal pronouns in a sentence. Like, did you ever see the statue in front of Boys Town? Well, if we look back at that chart, the only pronoun we see is you. So for number 1 on part 1, all we're going to put is the word you. Then you see like 3 has 3 pronouns, 5 has 5 pronouns, 6 has 2 pronouns, 7 has 3 pronouns, 9 has 4 pronouns, 10 has 2 pronouns. We're going to work on that part together. Part 2, on page 57, I got so many tabs open. We're going to talk about subject pronouns or subjective pronouns. You're going to read these sentences, and all you're going to do is you're going to write the pronoun that best completes the sentence. Like I've read about Martina Navratilova and Chris Everett. They, or them, were the top 2 tennis players in the early 1980s. Well, you're going to decide, does them were the top 2 tennis players or they were the top 2 tennis players? So it sounds like they works best. So for part 2, for number 1, you're going to put they. So that's what you're going to do on that section. Part 3 is kind of a 2-part thing. What you're going to do is you're going to write the correct pronoun or pronouns for each sentence. Then you're going to put an S for the subjective form or an O for the objective form. Like Jen told we or Jen told us a story about a dolphin. Well, Jen is the subject, told is the verb. A true story is the direct object. We learned about that yesterday. And then did Jen tell a true story to we or Jen told a true story to us? Well, again, if we take out both the pronouns, it sounds like us is a lot better. So what you're going to do for part 3 on the back for number 1 is you're going to put us. And then for the A, you're going to put O. I'm going to tell the kids how to do that in class. And then finally, for the last section, you're going to decide which pronoun best completes this sentence. Most of the time with possessives, we would have like an apostrophe S, like Tige's hairline, or Sandy's office, or Brian's walkie-talkie. Those would be apostrophe S's. But with pronouns, we don't do apostrophe S's. we just do like it's with no apostrophe, your, Y-O-U-R, their, T-H-E-I-R, mine, his, her. If we have apostrophes, we're talking about contractions like it is, you are, they are. So we're going to decide like which one fits best. So if we look at number one, it's now possible for schools throughout the world to be linked on the internet. Well, is it the first it's, is that a possessive now possible, or are we saying it is now possible? If we're saying it is now possible, we're talking about the it with the apostrophe S. So that's what we're going to do on this part. You're going to write on your paper, it is with the apostrophe S. Be very careful when you're writing the apostrophes. If my aides cannot decipher whether you put an apostrophe or not, I'm going to have them mark it wrong. If you have any questions, as always, Pirates, please message me on Schoolology. Thank you very much, and have a super sparkly day.